Hello, my name is Aditya Gaikwad. My subject is Analysis of Financial Management and topic is Enterprise Value of Firm. Introduction. Enterprise value is a measure of company total value, often used as a more comprehensive alternative to equity market capitalization. EV includes in its calculation the market capitalization of a company, but also short-term and long-term debt as well as any cash on the company's balance sheet. Enterprise value is a popular metric used to value a company for a potential takeover. Components of enterprise value. The major components of enterprise value are as follows. First, equity value. The equity value of a company is generally determined by multiplying its fully diluted shares outstanding with the current market price of the stock. Here, fully diluted means they are inclusive of warrants and convertible securities besides basic shares outstanding. In the event of a company acquisition, the acquirer needs to pay the company shareholders at least the market capitalization value. The along is not demand enough to provide a company accurate value. As a result, other items are added in the EV equation. Second, preferred stock. Being hybrid securities, these stocks have features of both debt and equity. Regardless, preferred stocks are treated more like debt as a component in EV. It is primary because they pay out a fixed amount of dividend and are given more priority in terms of assets and earnings than common stocks. In case of acquisition, they are paid off like debt. Third is total debt. It can be described as the contribution made towards financial institutions and creditors. They make up the interest bearing liabilities and include short term and long term debt. The debt value is adjusted by simply deducting cash because when a company is acquired, acquirers use the company cash to pay off a share of assumed debt. The book value of debt is used in the case where its market value is unknown. Fourth, non-controlling interest, minority interest. It is a part of subsidiary which is not owned by any parent company. Typically, the financial statements of such a subsidiary are consolidated with the financial report of their parent company. Generally, the minority interest is added in the calculation of EV because the parent company includes the total revenue and expenses incurred and cash flow generated in its financial numbers. Fifth is cash and cash equivalents. These are among the most liquid assets in a company's financial statement. Cash and cash equivalents like short-term investments, commercial paper, marketable securities, etc. are subtracted from EV. It is done because they tend to lower the acquiring cost for the company. It is believed that the acquirer uses the cash to pay off at least some portion of the theoretical price or to pay for buyback debt. What is enterprise value? Enterprise value is a popular measurement of the total value of a company. It can be seen as the theoretical price that would need to be paid in order to fully acquire a company going private transaction. Unlike market capitalization, which reflects only the value of the company equity, enterprise value reflects the size of the company debts as well as its cash reserves. It is a popular figure among investors and analysts and it's often used in financial ratios. Enterprise value formula. There are two types of enterprise value formula and they are as follow. Simple formula for EV. EV is equal to market capitalization plus market value of debt minus cash and equivalents. Extend formula for EV. EV is equal to common shares plus preferred shares plus market value of debt plus minority interest minus cash and equivalents. Why is cash deducted from enterprise value? To understand why is a cash deducted from enterprise value, suppose that you are private investor wishing to purchase 100% of publicity traded company. When planning your purchase, you are Note that the company's market capitalization is 100 million, meaning you will need 100 million to buy all the shares from its existing shareholders. But what if the company also has 20 million in cash? In this scenario, your real cost for purchasing the company would only be 80 million, since buying the company would immediately give you access to its 20 million in cash. In its being equal, a higher cash balance lead to a lower enterprise value and vice versa. Why is debt added to enterprise value? Higher debt leads to a higher enterprise value because it represents an added cost that must be paid by any would-be acquirer. For instance, in our previous example, suppose that the company has 10 million in debt. With that in mind, you now know what is additional to the 100 million. You need purchase the shares from existing shareholders. You also need an additional 10 million of pay of company debts. Putting these figures together, your total enterprise value would be 100 million in market capitalization plus 10 million in debt minus 20 million in cash for a total of 19 million. Limitations of using EV. As stated earlier, EV includes total debt, but it's important to consider how the debt is being utilized by the company's management. For example, capital intensive industries such as the oil and gas industry typically carry significant amounts of debt, which is used to foster growth. The debt could be used to purchase plant and equipment. As a result, the EV would be sweetened for companies with a large amount of debt as compared to industries with little or no debt. As with any financial metric, it is best to compare companies within some industry to get a better sense of how the company is valued relative to its peers. Example of enterprise value. As started earlier, the formula for EV is essentially the sum of the market value of equity, market capitalization, and the market value of debt of a company less any cash. The market capitalization of a company is calculated by multiplying the share price by the number of shares outstanding. The net debt is the market value of debt minus cash. A company acquiring another company keeps the cash of the target firm, which is why cash needs to be deducted from the firm's price as represented by market cap. Calculation of EV. We can calculate Mackey's market cap from the information above. Mackey's cap has 308.5 million outstanding shares, value at 20.22 per share 1. Mackey's market capitalization is 6.238 billion. 308.5 million into 20.22. Mackey's has short-term debt of 309 million and long-term debt of 6.56 billion for a total debt of 6.87 billion. Mackey's has 1.3 billion in cash and cash equivalents. Mackey enterprise value is calculated as 6.238 million market cap plus 6.87 billion debt, 1.3 billion cash. Mackey's EV is equal to 11.808 billion. Enterprise value is considered comprehensive when valuing a company because if a company were to purchase Mackey's outstanding shares for 6.24 billion, it would also have to settle Mackey's outstanding debts. In total, the acquiring company will spend 13.11 million to purchase Mackey's. However, since Mackey's has 1.3 billion in cash, this amount can be added to repay the debt. Thank you.